Alright guys, today we are talking about 12 conspiracy theories that actually turned out to be true all along. Now we're going to be referencing a lot about Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie, so put your tinfoil hats on and let's talk about this. Yes, that was actually the Joker in that movie Signs. Good movie actually if you've not seen it, but at the moment, currently as of filming this video, there is a viral video going on the internet, mainly TikTok, of this drone footage above the Brian Laundrie household, right? He's currently, as we're speaking right now, he's still on the run. He may be found at some point. Who knows? We don't really know. It's been 4 weeks since this guy has been on the run for allegedly murdering his girlfriend, Gabby Petito. But, you know, his parents' house, all right? There's so many weird and wonderful and wacky people stalking his parents' house currently. And someone with a drone flew the drone over the house and captured, well, they captured maybe a hand popping up from underneath the flower bed when his mum was there. So we're going to show you this video right now. And if that sounds interesting to you, then come on guys, what are you doing? We make videos every single day here in this studio, so do your thing. All right, let's get back into it. So internet sleuths claim Brian Laundrie is hiding underneath the flower bed at his parents' house. You can't make this stuff up, can you? But hey, there could potentially be something to it. So we'll click on the video, right? We'll zoom in on the video a little and keep a lookout where the dark patch is. I'll move my mouse. So look in this area right there. You see that? Look for something that's about to pop up in a second. Can you? There it is. There it is. And it looks like she's handing something to the hand. What the hell is that, right? I mean, look, I will say, hang on, it's going to replay again, I think. I will say there does appear to be many little glitches in this video. And by the way, they both spot the drone. There's the zoom out version is where the both parents or them two basically see the drone in the sky, and they walk back inside because they don't want to be seen, right? But look, look right there. There definitely seems to be something in that shot, right? I'm leaning more along the lines of it's actually glitches in the video because there seems to be a bit of pixelated noise here and there, but it does look kind of sus, right? But it's got me thinking, could this actually be true? Now, there are many cases of people building underground bunkers, whether you're an end of world survivalist or not, having a bit of an underground room, having another room to your house, to your property is kind of cool, right? Well, there's this guy called Colin, who, I can't remember his last name, but he does YouTube videos, and that's a screenshot of one of his videos, right, where he actually builds a bunker underneath his shed in his backyard in England. Really cool YouTube channel if you've not already checked it out. But this is a possibility, right? So it brings me to conspiracy theorists because let's just forget about the countless times that conspiracy theorists have been wrong. Thousands. Let's just put that aside for a second. Sometimes, a handful, they're actually correct. So let's focus on the actual positive of a conspiracy theorist with their theories, right? Here are 12 conspiracy theories that actually turned out to be true all along. That's from this website if anyone's interested, okay? So they say the truth is stranger than fiction. Well, that's no lie. All of these so-called conspiracy theories apparently turned out to be legit. And the number scheme is actually really weird. Like it should be 12 as opposed to 13, but I will get to that in a second. So I'm not crazy. You're all crazy. Now these 12 conspiracies were too crazy to be true until they actually weren't. Let's get into it, right? Well, going to number 1 or 2. 2 says 2, but it's actually number 1. Don't ask me, I never made the website, all right? But anyway, number 2, the Dead Baby Project. This one's kind of shocking, but wow, interesting to read, right? Laughing at crazy conspiracy theories is good fun until they turn out to be true. Take the conspiracy surrounding the Project Sunshine, for example. In the wake of the Hiroshima and Nagasaki, nuclear bomb attacks in Japan from the US, right? The US government commenced a major study to measure the effects of nuclear fallout on the human body. Well, the conspiracy was the government was stealing dead bodies to do radioactive testing, right, on these cadavers, right? Well, the truth, the government was stealing parts of dead bodies because they needed young tissue. Now, they recruited a worldwide network of agents to find recently deceased babies and children. And then they take samples and even limbs, each collected without notification or permission of the more than 1,500 grieving families. Fuck. It was a conspiracy theory at one point, and it turned out to be true. Going to the next one, all right? Number 3 of 13, which is actually number 2, but whatever, all right? Forget about the numbers from now on. Bad booze. Well, the conspiracy was, during Prohibition, the government poisoned alcohol to keep people from drinking. Now, Prohibition was a point in time in America. It was like the 1920s, I'm going to say roughly, 1920s, where America made alcohol illegal. It was called a prohibition. And people, like they do now, when they grow marijuana, right? Behind closed doors kind of thing. Well, people were doing that, but with alcohol. They were making moonshine, illegal alcohol, and during Prohibition, right? During you're not allowed to drink, right? Well, look, this is what the actual truth was. The crazy conspiracy theories almost always suggest that the government is behind it all, right? It's all the government's fault. Where's my tinfoil hat? All right. And they were right again. So manufacturers of industrial alcohol had been mixing their product with dangerous chemicals for years, apparently, prior to Prohibition. But between 1926 and 1933, it was roughly the 20s, I was right, the federal government pushed manufacturers to use stronger poisons to discourage bootleggers from turning the alcohol into moonshine. Well, that didn't stop the bootleggers or their customers. And by the end of Prohibition, more than 10,000 Americans had actually been killed by tainted booze, by poisoned alcohol. What the fuck, America? Man, all right. How did this happen? My goodness, we got really serious really quick, didn't we? Anyway, going to this one, number 3 or 4, why don't you pick, all right? So the first lady who ran the country. Well, the conspiracy is a stroke rendered President Woodrow Wilson incapable of governing, and his wife suspiciously stepped in. I have no idea what that word is. I've actually never heard of that word before.
Surreptitiously.
Surreptitiously. Wow. Anyway, well, the truth was that Wilson did actually suffer from a debilitating stroke towards the end of his presidency, but the government felt it was in the country's best interest to keep things quiet. Now, the public didn't learn about the stroke for months, during which time his wife was making most executive decisions for him. All right? Wow! If anyone wants to read the rest, please do. But does this remind you of anything right now? Anything? Does this remind you of anything? Joe Biden and Kamala Harris? Am I thinking about that right now? Abso-fucking-lutely I am. Anyway, that's a whole new video for another day. I think this will become a conspiracy theory that'll no longer be a conspiracy theory someday. That's just my thought, right? But anyway, at number 5, look at the pills, the pretty pills, everybody. Government mind control. The conspiracy was that the CIA was testing LSD and other hallucinogenic drugs on Americans in a top secret experiment on behavior modification, all right? So the truth, right? Well, the program was known as MK Ultra, and it was a real thing, right? Well, the CIA started by using volunteers. That's the key word, they started, all right? They started with the volunteers. The novelist Ken Casey was one notable subject, but the program heads soon began dosing people without their actual knowledge. Now, MK Ultra left many victims permanently mentally disabled. Wow! American government! What the fuck? My goodness, I thought China was pretty bad with their human rights. Fucking hell. America? Ha ha ha, the land of the not so free now, is it? Oh my goodness. Anyway, number 6 of 13. We're going to the Dalai Lama, apparently. So the Dalai Lama walks into a pizza shop and he says to the chef, I want a pizza, one with everything. Never mind. Anyway. Alright, so the Dalai Lama's impressive salary. Well, the conspiracy was that the Dalai Lama is a CIA agent. Wow. Was he really? Hang on, let's read this. Perhaps the reason the Dalai Lama is smiling in all those photos has something to do with the six-figure salary he pulled down from the US government during the 1960s. Now, according to declassified intelligence documents, he earned $180,000 in connection with the CIA's funding of the Tibetan resistance to the tune of $1.7 million per year. The idea was to disrupt and hamper China's infrastructure. Wow, there we go. China who? China who? We should be talking about America right now. America, what are you up to, you sneaky bastards? Anyway, fuck. Going to number 7 or 6, depending on how you look at it. John Lennon was under government surveillance. Shit, was he really? Conspiracy was that the FBI was spying on former Beatle John Lennon, because he ended up moving to New York City, didn't he, in that hotel, and then of course that guy shot him, bastard, right? Anyway, the crazy conspiracy theories regarding celebs are always interesting, and this one is most certainly true. Like many counterculture heroes, Lennon was considered a threat. Anti-war songs like Give Peace a Chance didn't exactly render former Beatle John Lennon to the Nixon administration. In 1971, the FBI put Lennon under surveillance, and the Immigration and Naturalization Service tried to deport him a year later. Wow! This is a current theme right now, with America being a bit weird, alright, with its civilians and its population. Wow! Poor John Lennon. Thank goodness he got shot. Fucking hell. I joke, I kid. Conspiracy theorists, clearly this is your video, because these crazy theories that people have thought of over the years, right, have come true. Alright, now continuing on to the next one. Alright, we've got a laptop and a phone. What could this be about? Well, it's about the government is spying on you, apparently. So the conspiracy is that with the advances in technology, the government is using its vast resources to actually track its citizens. Look, we all know that is true anyway at this point. Well, the truth, right? So in 2016, the government agencies sent 46,868 requests for user data to Facebook. Now, 27,850 to Google and 9,076 to Apple. You know what? I'm not even going to read the last little bit, because there's so many studies and so many articles that have come out over the years that this indeed is actually true. So there we go. All right, that's one more for the truth seekers. So, cigarettes. What could this one be, right? Well, Big Tobacco knew that cigarettes cause cancer all along. So the conspiracy, right, for decades, tobacco companies buried evidence that smoking is deadly. Why would they do such a thing? Money, 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 money. Money! Alright, anyway, money makes the world go around, apparently. Well, at the beginning of the 1950s, research was showing an indisputable statistical link between smoking and lung cancer. But it wasn't until the late 1990s that Philip Morris, the nation's largest cigarette maker at the time, even admitted that smoking could cause cancer. Money, 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 money! It makes the world go around, and it makes companies evil. Fuck those companies. Anyway, moving on. Number 10. This is an interesting one. Fake battle, real war. The conspiracy was that the Gulf of Tonkin incident on August 2, 1964 was faked to provoke American support for the Vietnam War. 9/11, anyone? Was a 9/11 an American attack? Well, the truth, right? Well, by the time news reached American ears, the facts surrounding the North Vietnamese attacks on the American naval ship Maddox were already fuzzy. Now, declassified intelligence documents have since revealed that the Maddox had provided support for South Vietnamese attacks on a nearby island, and that the North Vietnamese were responding in kind. According to the US Naval Institute, the event opened the floodgates for direct American military involvement in Vietnam. Interesting. All right, number 11 or 12, whatever you want to classify it as. E.T. Phone home. I don't know what that is. What does he do? I can't remember anymore. La ra 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 la la Lady Gaga. Anyway, whatever. Apparently there is alien evidence in the American Southwest. E.T., the conspiracy, right? E.T. is buried in the desert of New Mexico. The truth. Well, this one is real. The Atari video game E.T. Oh, the extraterrestrial failed so miserably when it came to consumers actually buying the game, right? That the company actually buried unsolved cartridges in a desert landfill. Wait, what did you think we meant? Real aliens, New Mexico? They're tricksters. I'm a trickster too. Moving on. The all-seeing eye, everybody. Canada tried to develop gaydar. What? Did I just read that right? Canada tried to develop gaydar. Let's read on it. Well, the truth, it really happened in the 1960s. The government hired a university professor to develop a way to detect homosexuality in federal employees. He came up with a machine that measured pupil dilation in response to same-sex erotic imagery. Well, apparently the Canadian government used it to exclude or fire more than 400 men from civil service, the military, and the Mounties police type thing, right? Wow, Canada, you're very slowly trying to step up to America's mark, but I think America still beats you out on this one. Fuck. Moving on to the very last one, the unlucky number 13. All right, the Illuminati and the US government. The all-seeing eye, everybody. It's on the dollar bill. Check it right now if you're in America, all right? Well, the conspiracy, right? A secret society that rules the world. The Illuminati and the US National Security Agency, NSA, are in cahoots with each other. Ooh, cahoots. Well, the truth. We're here to tell you that a link does in fact exist. Of course, that link is actually a hyperlink. What do they mean by that? Well, an electronic link between two internet sites. So if you type Illuminati backwards, I can't spell that, into a web browser, then you will land on the NSA website. Wow. Click this link if you dare. Alright, I will in a second. Rumor has it that the elite society includes tons of famous personalities, actors, actresses, and performers. Meanwhile, the royal family is in a league of their own. Wow. Beyonce, I'm looking at you. You're one of the biggest potential Illuminati people, celebrities that we know. How about we click on this link together right now? Are you ready? Alright? Are you ready? Boom. Where's it going to take us? Where's it going to take us? I can't believe it. National Security Agency, Central Security Service. Wow. There you go, guys. There you go. What the fuck did I just see? What the fuck have we just discovered together, right? If you guys found any of these things interesting or entertaining, we are on 2 different YouTube channels. That didn't work. There we go. Number 2, and of course, channel 1. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, at Tallboy Gareth. I love you guys, and I will see you tinfoil hat loving people.
Cheers, mate.
Very soon. Bye-bye.